So this is the opening ceremony. We were all very excited. It was our first time meeting our coordinators and the coordinators for the National Institute of Education, and we got to see a lot of Korean culture and part of that was Taekwondo performances, and we actually got to take a Taekwondo class later on in the week. And after that, we actually had our first lecture on Korea's history and culture. And this is a very quick tour of our living situation. It was pretty nice. And I mean, it's pretty nice as far as the dorm style room goes. But it had TV, it had electricity, it had everything we needed. And I really show this because it's pretty much the size of my apartment now. So you can get an idea of how much space we have in Korea. This is the medical exam, which is really fun if you like fasting for 8 hours and getting poked with needles. It was great. So here is an example of one of our lecture classes. The lecture classes really helped us to get prepared, and they gave us a really detailed book. Our presenters were really awesome, and they really wanted to help us succeed as teachers. And we also took some Korean language classes.
불금. It's slang. 불타는 금요일. Fire. Friday night? Yeah. We burn it, so we call it 불금. Wow. 불금. Friday night. Yeah, Friday night. We burn it? Like burn the Friday night, like have fun, like burn my body to play.
Here's what a typical meal looked like. There was always rice, there was always soup, and it was buffet style. We had different Korean dishes mixed in, like we always had kimchi every day. That's the dining hall where everybody came and ate. And that's a more authentic representation of the food we had.
안녕하세요.
Wait, let's try again.
Okay. 안녕하세요.
Hi everyone, we're about to start our Taekwondo class. And I'm Tembe, and this is my new friend Egypt. And we're both from North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Oh my gosh. So we just got changed into our outfits, and we're gonna go outside and start our lesson. So I'll see y'all outside.
Here's the Taekwondo class. We were all dressed up, and we even got to break a board in half. Yeah, we actually did it. I promise I did. I really did it. And you had to write down what you wanted to accomplish and then attack it. So it's like you claim that all that stuff was yours once you broke the board. So, I know it looks like we did a lot of Taekwondo, but we did a lot of cultural excursions as well. And this one was to a village. We're in Jeonju, which is where the village is that we're going today. The village is called Hanka, and we're on the bus. I think we have 30 or so minutes left. So, why did you say Japanese? Oh, you're doing both? We'll be back when we get there.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I'm not talking anymore.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just showing how we're eating snacks on the bus because EPIK is super cool and awesome. Yay!
We got a crown bar and we got water. We got water.
What's it called?
Water.
Water.
We got water. Water. How are you?
Here we are. We just arrived at Hanok Village, which is in a city called Jeonju. We were lining up. And then we visited one of the little artisan shops with a lot of handmade goods in there.
Traditional hanji is the only kind of pure Korean paper, and it is made of the inner bark of paper mulberry. And papers made in Jeonju here were dedicated to the royal family because it had the best quality. Usually to make a paper, you do the process 9 or 8 times, but to make Korean traditional paper hanji, you do that like 100 times, over and over again. So it has really, really good quality. And over there, can you see the clothes? Yeah. That is made of Korean paper, hanji, not cloth. That cloth is for grave clothes.
Oh. They make it over there?
지금 하시는. Okay, you can look around now.
This was a famous hall we saw called Gyeonggi-shun Hall, and it's significant because the king who built it, he built other halls that had his portraits in them, but the Japanese burned all of them down except this one. So this hall is the only one that has his portrait in there, and you can see more of the compound area and what the rest of the village looked like. Oh, and then we found some bamboo plants. That was pretty cool. You don't see bamboo every day. And this is lunch. We had bibimbap, which is a well-known traditional Korean dish, and they fed us very well. And next we went to a famous cathedral.
Cheondong Cathedral. Cheondong is the name of this area. And in the late Joseon Dynasty, scholars thought we needed to accept Western technology for the Korean economy. So at that time, Catholicism was brought into Korea with Western culture, Western technology together. But at that time, Confucianism was the national religion when that was built, and Catholicism was against Confucianism in many ways. So it is quite meaningful. It was built at the time, and it is quite close to the Gyeonggi-jeon, which is a really important. It is regarded as a king. I told you before, but it could be built here because it was outside fortress at the time. So that's why it was accepted here. Compared to your cathedral, I mean, in the west, it is not really beautiful inside. Like stained glass, it's not beautiful, but it has really
important meaning.
Yeah, significant. Yeah. So you can go inside and.
자, 오른쪽에 열채, 왼쪽에 궁채.
That one is called 열채.
멸치.
Bamboo.
네, 오른쪽.
So you should.
The drum class was really fun. We learned about traditional drumming, and we actually got to play the drums ourselves and learn the correct hand positions to hold the sticks and what every different kind of beat was called. And after that, we did some traditional arts and crafts, and we found this cool place with these swirly ice cream cones, and they were hanging all over the ceiling, and we kept seeing people walking around with them, so we had to get some. So we got some, and since it was my birthday, it was like my birthday treat. So thanks, Priscilla, for my birthday ice cream cone. And this is the end of part 1 of orientation. We had a lot of fun. I'll tell you about part 2 next time.